Hello, welcome back to My Name is Climate Platform. My name is Lalit Bhusal Sharma. I am your host today, and I am founder of My Name is Climate Foundation and EU Climate Pact Ambassador. I like to do warm welcome to everybody who's joining us today from different part of the world. So, in this program, today we have very special guest joining us on our stage.
From Brahma Kumari.
She is an inspiration to millions across the world. A famous spiritual guide, a best-selling author, a teacher of Raj Yoga meditation. For her wonderful service to the world, she was given the Nari Shakti Puraskar, which is the India's highest honor for women. And she also served as the Goodwill Ambassador for the World Psychiatric Association. Now, before we begin, I would like to make a small confession to everybody here. When I was a young boy, teenager, I was very stubborn, like most of the teenagers are. Maybe you were same like me. I never wanted to listen to anybody. And suddenly I was hearing some calm, soothing voice from the TV room, and my mom was watching some program, and I just followed that voice, and I noticed a lady in white sari speaking calmly, all the spiritual thing, and that really connected me. And I followed her program. In the future also, I saw one of the famous actor of India. His name is Suresh Oberoi. He was doing some TV series with her as well. So I followed her, and I've become her one of the fan. And I'm very honored that I am doing this interview with her today, first time. And we have to do this interview on audio, and she will be joining us right now. Before we start, I would like to say Om Shanti to Shivani Didi. Welcome to My Name is Climate Platform.
Om Shanti, thank you so much, and lovely to hear about your journey and the wonderful work you are doing in the field, which is our top priority today in the world.
Thank you so much, Sister Shivani, for acknowledging My Name is Climate Foundation work. We are just doing a small contribution to make this world a better place. After hearing your word, My Name is Climate Foundation team will be very, very happy. Sister Shivani is joining us from Portugal right now, and we have very important announcement here. Self-empowerment with BK Shivani. This is a European tour for this year organized by Brahma Kumari, and she will be joining us in Netherlands on Tuesday, 14th July from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. at AFAS Circus Theatre. So I like to encourage everybody who's watching this video. You can see on slide that there is a QR code. You can book your free ticket by scanning that QR code from your phone. Thank you. So I would like to start the first question. The most environmental education today focuses on bad news, scary data, and fear about the future of the planet. This makes many people feel very worried and helpless. How can we teach people inner peace alongside science? I know the science data is very important, but inner peace is also something we need, I feel. So they can take action from a place of love and calm rather than panic and fear.
When scientists and the political community share with us where we are heading, it is not with the intention to create fear, but it's with the purest intention of making us aware, not just of what is happening, not just of where we are heading, but more important, what is my power and my responsibility right now? Because we have forgotten that every individual has the power to influence and transform what is happening. So, yes, we do need the knowledge of what is happening, but when we get that information, we don't need to create fear. We need to be aware that we still have the power to create a change. And we have to be aware of what is my role in what's happening in the world right now, and what I have to do, which will start shifting what is happening in the world right now. So we shift from a position of fear to a position of faith that I have the power to influence and change the world.
I have the power to influence and change the world. So we all have the power to influence and change the world, change all the negative thing which is happening to us, to our planet. I was having similar conversation with Sister Jayanti, who came from UK, and with Sister Pratibha, who traveled all the way from Africa here, and they were talking about similar things. It's a human mind behind the climate change. Human mind is behind a lot of negative thing which is happening to us, to our ecosystem. We have a lot of input, negative input over there, which we have to change. I like to jump into a second question. Our planet is hurting because people are constantly buying more and more things to try to feel happy. You always teach us about finding peace inside ourselves. How can we help people realize that living a simple, minimal life is not a punishment, but actually the best way to find a true happiness?
There is a lot of information being projected on us, making us believe that when we acquire or achieve something, that's the time we will feel happy. And over a period of time, constant flow of information, media, content has made us start believing that when I buy the next thing in the world, I will be happier than what I am now. And you know that constant marketing and promotion is creating more peer pressure also, making me believe that okay, this is the way to be happy. No problem. This has been going on for the last 2, 3 decades. But it's time to pause and turn back and say, I worked hard, I achieved. Because I achieved, I earned. And when I earned, I could buy almost everything that money can buy. So I bought that. Absolutely nothing wrong in that. But then to pause and check, have I truly earned happiness? My past experience of the last 4, 5 years, every single event, every single program that I am, I ask a question: who wants happiness? And I'm telling you, really, it's something which I didn't think would happen this way. But right from a small village in India to being in America, every single person raises their hand and says, I want happiness. Everybody. And if they don't even pause for 5 seconds to check, do I want, do I not want, just everybody raises their hand. Is there a problem going on in their life? Not for everybody. Is there a crisis, a tragedy? No. Then why is it that everybody is raising their hand that I want happiness? Because we acquired, we achieved, we bought. That has made our life extremely comfortable physically. But we thought it will make our life emotionally comfortable because it was promoted to us saying that you will be happy when you buy this. And that I have still not experienced because happiness is not going to come from a physical comfort. Physical object will only give me physical comfort. So the best next car, the best next phone, the best next home, all important, but it makes my life physically comfortable. But I can still be stressed, hurt, worried, angry, irritated. And so I'm not happy. So spirituality awakens me to the reality that yes, physical comfort is important, but there's no end to how much I can keep on buying more and more and more. But if I have to be emotionally comfortable and to be happy, that only comes from me taking care of my thinking, my feeling, my emotions, and how I respond to every scene of my life, every person in my life. So I could be sitting on the most expensive sofa and be upset, and I could be sitting cross legged on the floor and be very happy. They're two different worlds, the inner world and the outer world. So the first thing is start creating your happiness by how you think, speak, and behave, because that's where it gets created. So when am I not happy? When I'm creating irritation, anger, worry, fear, hurt, resentment, all this whole list of disturbing emotions takes me away from happiness. So once I start creating that happiness, I start living a life of contentment. Once I start living that contented life, I still buy from the outside world, but I buy only what is needed. I don't buy for happiness. I don't buy so that people should respect me because I know respect comes from what we think about each other. I don't buy to impress the world. I just buy what is needed. So when we start working on our happiness, we consume from the world only for necessity and not for happiness. And when we do that, we don't have to, we don't force ourselves to buy less. It just happens automatically. It's not that I am told, don't buy this, don't do this. It just happens automatically because you're feeling very comfortable within. So let's say, for example, 30 years back, I would buy a new dress to feel good. But now I understand I buy a new dress to cover my body. So then the number of dresses I need automatically reduces in number because I'm just using that dress to cover my body. I'm not using that dress to impress, influence, or to create happiness. So automatically, simplistic living is not created forcefully. It just happens. It just happens naturally as a byproduct of being happy and contented in your life. And we were not even aware that we were actually contributing to taking care of the planet when we were shifting something within. So, simplistic lifestyle is not forced on us. It just happens on its own. And anyone can experience this that when they start working on being happy, they don't find the need to buy something to be happy. They buy out of necessity. Anyone can check how many clothes they have. They have more than the space they have in the cupboard. They have more shoes, more bags than the space they have. So why? Because we were getting bored, so we said, chalo, let's go and buy more. We saw somebody else having it, we felt lesser, so we said, let's go and buy more. So the world, the resources, the environment, it has enough for our needs, but it cannot have enough for our desires. If you're looking to buy happiness, we'll never have enough. And if you're looking to buy for necessity, the planet has enough resources.
Because of our habit, these industry, they are producing more, and more they produce, more machinery is working behind it, more fuel being used for that, and the more our environment is getting destroyed because of those actions.
End of the day, the creator is in the business, right? The creator is in the business, but the consumer decides in what direction the creation is going to move. So if the consumer consciousness changes, the creator consciousness will change. So we should not keep blaming the creator. Just take karma responsibility that I am the consumer. And the next time we go to buy something, because what happens, we're all working hard, we're all earning very well. So when we go into a shop, into a mall, we look at things and we say, oh, I earn so much, I can afford to buy this. So the next time we go there, look at that object, look at the price tag, just change your question from, can I afford this? Maybe yes, I can afford it. But then I ask myself the next question, can the planet afford this? And I drop the idea of buying it. Simple. Because I already have multiple copies of that at home with me. So it will change. It's a consciousness responsibility that we are creators of the planet. We are not the consumers of the planet. We are the creator of our planet. So it's like your house. You're the creator of it. You're using it, but you are creating it. So we can't just keep consuming it. Then we are responsible for what happens to our home or to our world.
Thank you so much for explaining so beautifully, Sister Shivani. We are also a creator of this beautiful ecosystem. This is our home. And we have to be mindful what we are creating for our future generation. I like to jump on another question. Different religions sometimes argue over their beliefs, but environmental problems threaten a shared home of everyone. Every country is suffering because of the climate change. Instead of focusing on what makes us different, how can temples, mosques, churches, all these religious organizations, all spiritual places can come together to protect Mother Earth? How can our houses of worship become clean, zero waste models for the local neighborhood?
Every religion and every spiritual practice has only one intention, for us to create peace, love, and happiness within. It's teaching us how to think, the emotion to create, the sanskars, our nature, our personality traits. So we are influencing the environment in two ways. One, by what we are consuming, right? So that's one part of our influence and our relationship with the planet. But there is a more deeper connection between us and the planet, and that is our vibrations are influencing the planet, which means the thoughts I create, the emotion I create is energy, it's vibrations. It's influencing the air, it's influencing the water, it is influencing the flora, fauna. Every plant absorbs our vibration. Anyone can experiment this, and I think many of us have experimented that our thoughts and emotions influence the plant. Our thoughts and emotions influence the pets at home, which means I, the soul, have an influence on nature. My inner nature, which means my personality, influences the outer nature. So, let's say for COVID, during COVID, 2 years, almost billions of souls all over the planet together created stress, worry, fear, anxiety. COVID hai, so we are going to get stressed, worry. It was the first time it was happening all over the world at the same time, right? So now imagine billions of souls creating fear, stress, anxiety. The air absorbed that, the water absorbed that, the plants absorbed that. And look at what has happened to nature post COVID. Post COVID. It's not just because of what I'm consuming. Of course, that's a very important big role, but it's also what I am radiating. Water absorbs all our vibrations. In Hindi, we have a saying, "आप कौन से शहर का पानी पीते हो?" which means you drink the water of which city. And I can tell you which city you are from because of your personality, because you're drinking the water of that city. So, which meant the water will absorb the predominant emotion of that city, and whoever is now living in that city will be drinking the water of that city. So they will start becoming like that city. So we change, when we change a country, when we change our city, because we're in a different vibration air, we're drinking a different vibration water. And that's why if you see, water is always used in healing, water is used in every religious and spiritual practice, because water absorbs vibration. So when I start taking care of myself, which means I shift from stress to being peaceful, powerful, I shift from worry to having faith, which every religion and every spiritual practice is teaching us, we are actually teaching ourselves to vibrate at a higher vibrational energy of peace, love, compassion, forgiveness, acceptance, empathy. And when we start vibrating at this energy, the water, the air, the vegetation, everything starts changing. Everything starts changing. So our vibrations can heal the planet just by being who we are. And there is no religion and no spiritual practice which is not teaching this. So, one, it teaches us to live at a higher vibrational space that will change the vibrations of nature. And when I'm living in that higher vibrational energy, my need, my desire to consume and buy more automatically reduces. So, basically, we are benefiting the planet in two ways. One, by who we become on this journey, and two, what we consume starts reducing. I don't think there can be any difference of opinion on this in any religion or any spiritual organization, because we're all here with the same intention and purpose.
You're very right on that. And some of the interfaith group in UK, they are taking a lot of actions in their groups and uniting with each other. I heard um, from Africa as well. There is a team of interfaith group. They are doing certain activities now to bring attention or awareness in their areas. Yeah. So I
Because
have
when we
yeah
come together, no, when we come together with the same intention,
yeah.
the power of that intention increases. Power begins in one, but when one connects with another one and another one, we change the collective energy on the planet. At that collective energy, we then start influencing other people. So there is a lot of power in coming together with the same intent.
So, becoming one will give us more power. Doesn't matter what is our belief. If we are sharing the same ecosystem, we have to come forward
and unite with each other and fight with negativity. Negativity such as climate change, the glacier is melting, a lot of forest being destroyed. Our children's, they are going to face a bigger problem. So if we don't stand together, we cannot fight with climate change on time. And then in end, our children's, your children, everybody will suffer. And we all are sharing this ecosystem. So it's great idea to unite with each other and spread love, peace, and harmony, and do some collective actions against the climate change. And we are part of interfaith groups as well, and I hope this conversation with you will give some enlightenment to my colleagues who are watching this video right now. Thank you so much. I would like to jump on another question. You travel so much across India and the entire world, and you see the changing environment firsthand. From your global journey, what ancient wisdom does India hold that can be teach to modern world to respect and heal our relationship with Mother Nature?
Spirituality reminds me that I'm not this body made of matter, but I am that energy which is the master of this body. We can call that energy by different names. We can call it Atma, light, spirit, consciousness, soul, power, energy. Words are different, but to remain in that awareness that I'm an energy using this body. Once I remember that, then I also remember that my original nature is purity, peace, love, and happiness. Not that I'm living in this world for wanting peace, love, and happiness. Third thing I remember that on this journey, only two things remain permanent with me, and that is my every karma. Every karam that I do creates my destiny, and my sanskars, which is my nature. The third thing, which is a very powerful spiritual law which we learn, is sanskar se sansar banta hai. Which means the world gets created through my sanskars, my nature, my energy, my vibrations. So that reminds me that everything in nature is getting influenced by the energy at which I'm vibrating at. In the culture of Bharat, we have learned that the world was not what the world is today. We go through a cycle, like we go through a 24-hour cycle of morning, afternoon, evening, night, a 365-day cycle of spring, summer, autumn, winter. Time is cyclic. Similarly, a bigger cycle, which is Golden Age, Silver Age, Copper Age, Iron Age, which means Satyug, Treta Yug, Dwapar Yug, Kali Yug. Now, in Satyug, which means in the golden age of the planet, the soul was 100% pure. And when the soul was 100% pure, body was 100% perfect, and nature was 100% perfect because nature is a result of the quality of the soul. So when the soul is 100% pure, 100% soul consciousness, nature is in harmony with the human being because nature is influenced by our vibrations. Come to the end of Kali Yuga period that we are in right now, where soul power has depleted. So the energy of the planet is also getting affected. So to remember that sanskar se sansar banta hai, and when I work on my sanskars, I am working towards changing the world. So we are at that time right now, the time of transition. It's a big paradigm shift. We're seeing a lot happening in the world. But it's not that the world is going to end, it is just that the beautiful world is going to begin. We have to choose which side we are standing. Are we going to stand on the Kalyug side and keep creating self harm, which means keep creating lower energies, keep depleting the energy of the planet? Or am I going to work on myself, awaken that it's the morning that is beginning? We're going through that dawn period. So, this is that shift in time. Some people are on the light side, thinking that, okay, this is how I have to live, like blaming the world for what I'm feeling, and awakening that I am responsible for what I'm feeling. Those souls will start raising their vibration, and that will influence the world, the nature, the planet. So sanskar se sansar banta hai is such a huge responsibility, karma, and we are heading towards that. So we are very certain that very soon we are going to have a very, very beautiful world where nature will be in harmony with the quality and the nature of the soul. That is called the golden age of the world, or Satyug for the world.
How this information comes to you, Didi? I mean, these are amazing information. I know you do so much study, and but there is something amazing about you when you bring this information to people. It clears out a lot of doubt and connects everything. I think I can do the another episode with you on on that particular topic.
Yeah, but it's the truth, every religion knows this.
Yeah.
Every religion knows there was paradise, there was Jannat, there was Swarg, there was Satyug, there was Golden Age. Every religion knows this, and every religion knows that it's going to happen again. There was paradise, paradise will be again. Swarg tha, Swarg fir se hoga. Golden age was there, golden age is going to be there again. But it's not going to come out of magic, out of thin air like that. We have to create it. So with our karma, we created the Iron Age, the Kali Yuga. Now we will change our karma and our energy, and together we will create the Golden Age, the Satyug. But it's going to happen.
Yes.
That's the period that is going on right now. So you see, everybody is working on themselves, everybody is working for the planet, for nature, because we are heading towards the Golden Age, the Satyug.
Wow, it's really nice to know that we all are heading towards to the golden age, Satyug. And I'm happy that my name is Climate Foundation also doing something, contributing something towards to that particular goal, just like Brahma Kumari and many other organizations. So everybody is doing something to make a change, a positive change. I will also like to say this is like a sustainable development goal. So many companies, they are making changes. They are now aware about their input in the environment, what kind of damage they have done. Now they're making a change. So let's see the positive world. Let's think positive, and everything gonna be okay. Everything gonna be okay.
Can I just share one thing? Sometimes we listen to all the big things about the world and we say, what can I do, in terms of contributing for that? So one is definitely a minimalistic lifestyle, which we don't, when we hear the word minimalistic, we get a very different picture in our mind that we're not buying anything. We're just, it's not like that. It just means buy everything you need. Don't buy for happiness, buy for necessity. So that is one. Second thing is start experimenting with a plant based diet. If each one of us shifts to a plant based diet, we would be making a big shift for the planet. And that's something each one of us can do. Because sometimes I feel, what can I do for such a big crisis that is there in the world? This will be each one of us small contributions that buy what is needed and experiment with a plant based diet. You will feel lighter in the mind, you will feel lighter in the gut, and the planet will be healthier. So these two things, I think each one of us can start doing.
Yeah.
So, Sister Shivani, it was really nice to speak to you, and I would like to ask you if you have any words for our followers from My Name is Climate Foundation. We have a lot of students as well. They are watching this video. And of course, this video will be watched by Brahma Kumari members as well around the world, and new audience who will connect with us. If you have any last word, if you like to say, please go ahead.
Just to remember that when we create a shift in ourselves, it doesn't just remain to ourselves. Our vibrations radiate out into the world, and our vibrations influence someone else to change. So sometimes we say, just by me changing, how can the world change? I'm nobody in this world. But it's always the power of one. If one person starts a change, that effect starts, and then it's a ripple effect. That energy will flow from one to the next to the next. So very soon you will start seeing people in your house changing, and then you will start seeing people around you changing. And please remember that ripple effect has started. You have contributed to starting to change the world just by bringing a shift in yourself.
We need just one person who can start to make a change, and then ripple effect will happen. Then other people will get motivated and they will start to make a change. So we need one person who can walk in the front. Maybe that person is you, who want to make a change, who's just thinking about it. Oh,
this is happening in my community, but nobody is doing anything about it. Maybe you can step forward and start to make a change for better world. I will not take much time from Sister Shivani now. She have to travel around in Europe with her spiritual teaching. And I like to say thank you once again on behalf of My Name is Climate Foundation and everyone who's watching this program. Om Shanti.
Thank you so much. Om Shanti.
Thank you so much, Sister Shivani, for these beautiful truths. You've truly shown us that a clean environment begins with a clean mind. We are so grateful for your wisdom. As you look at these images of our work worldwide, we invite you to take action. At the My Name is Climate Foundation, we believe real change happens on the ground through local education. We are calling on you today to step forward and become an official action partner. Wherever you are in the world, you can bring vital climate awareness to your neighborhood. Together, let's turn inner peace into outer action. Visit our platform and join our global family today. On behalf of the My Name is Climate Foundation, thank you so much for watching. If this inspired you, please like, subscribe and share this video to support our mission. Stay connected, keep taking action, and we'll see you on the next episode. Take care and goodbye for now.